everybody, Alkali Layke here, and this is my first ever behind the card video. Today's story is about one of my favorite cards in Hearthstone ever for lore. This card represents in its package more World of Warcraft lore than so many other cards. The developers really did a great job putting this card together, and I love it. Today we're talking about Cairne Bloodhoof. Cairne Bloodhoof is a 6 mana 4/5 card with Death Rattle. When it dies on the battlefield, it summons Bane Bloodhoof. Bane Bloodhoof is a 4 mana 4/5 card. Maybe you're thinking, wait a minute, why are we talking about this type of card? Aren't there other cool cards in Hearthstone? Dragons, giants, epic spells? What is so special about this card? I find this card really cool because Cairne Bloodhoof was the leader of the Thunderbluff Tauren. Story goes that when Thrall decided to appoint Garrosh Hellscream as the leader of the Horde, Cairne got super mad. We're not talking like a little bit mad. Cairne was upset. Now Cairne's a big dude. How's he gonna settle this? What's he gonna do? He decides to challenge Garrosh Hellscream in a Mak'gora. A Mak'gora is a duel of honor, and in this Horde ritual, both challengers face off against each other in a fight to gain a leadership position. Now usually a Mak'gora doesn't go till the death. 2 members can fight until one is deemed the true victor. However, Garrosh was equally upset at Cairne for even daring to challenge him. Garrosh decides that this Mak'gora will be to the death. Now, as per tradition, both of their weapons, Garrosh with the screaming Gorehowl and Cairne with his rune spear, are blessed by their shamans. The problem is that in this particular blessing, Garrosh's shaman Magatha, decides to slip some poison on the blade of Gorehowl. Now, Gorehowl is impressive enough. Gorehowl makes this crazy screaming sound when Garrosh wields it. It doesn't need poison. Garrosh doesn't need poison, and he doesn't know that this has been done. The two face off together in the Mak'gora, and the crowd watches as the mighty Cairne, this massive warrior of the Tauren, is looking amazing in the battle. Cairne is winning this. He's putting up an impressive fight. And even Garrosh is like, dude, what the heck? When suddenly, Garrosh takes a big swing with Gorehowl and just kind of misses. It sort of slashes Cairne right on the chest, like just a scratch, barely gets him, right? The crowd watches as Cairne slowly gets dizzy, gets woozy, looks like he's going to faint, and just as he's crumbling down to his knees, Garrosh takes one hefty swing with Gorehowl and, well, you can read up on the rest. It's pretty gruesome. Here's an image of the aftermath. Yeah, it wasn't good. Cairne dies. Now I know what some of you are thinking. It wasn't his fault. I'm probably going to get tons of comments saying, but it wasn't his fault. And, well, maybe in this case, it wasn't. But you know what? Every bad guy needs a story, right? To those new to World of Warcraft lore, Hearthstone lore, you might be thinking, wait a minute. I thought this story was about Cairne. Didn't our protagonist just die? What? I thought you said this card was so cool. It is cool. In fact, it's so cool, it's legendary. Now, in World of Warcraft lore, when Cairne dies, his son, Bane, becomes the leader of the Thunderbluff Tauren. Get it now? When Cairne dies in Hearthstone, Bane steps up in the battlefield. It's so epic. The game devs did an amazing job bringing the World of Warcraft story to the Hearthstone game, and I love them for it. It's also kind of cool that Bane, being younger than Cairne, isn't quite as big and mighty as the Cairne card. It's just a little bit less, as if it's still growing, right? I hope you like stories like this. If you love World of Warcraft lore like I do, please consider reading some of the books. One of my favorite books, which features Cairne and Bane, is War Crimes by Christie Golden. You can read up a lot about their father-son relationship in that story. It's really cool in that book because Bane is actually in a position of having to defend Garrosh Hellscream, the murderer of his own father in Garrosh's trial. Great story. You can check that out in the links below. I've also linked the artists featured in this video, the artists of the cards and the artists of the art featured in the video. You can click on their links to follow them as well. Thank you so much for watching. I plan on bringing more of these videos to you. If there's a card that you want me to talk about, a card that you've always wondered the lore on, please put that in the comments and I'll take a look at all of those and evaluate which video I do next. Please hit the subscribe button if you want more content like this and follow me on Twitch for Hearthstone gameplay. I'll see you next time.